You're watching ABC 7 News at 5 on your side.
And welcome back. The Florida man who landed that gyrocopter on the west lawn of the Capitol was ordered held in home detention today. But the question is how Doug Hughes was able to get through one of the most restricted airspaces on the entire planet. Jeff Barnes is live on Capitol Hill trying to get some answers for us. Jeff?
Allison, good evening. Right now, it's very interesting to see exactly what happened here. It's been a day now since that pilot landed his aircraft in this grassy area just a few hundred yards from the U.S. Capitol here on Capitol Hill, as designated by that orange cone. And now the question is, as you said, who is responsible for allowing Doug Hughes to get this far in very restricted airspace? 61-year-old Doug Hughes landed his gyrocopter just yards from the Capitol building to deliver 535 letters for House and Senate lawmakers regarding campaign finance reform. He was immediately taken into custody. His aircraft moved to an undisclosed location, but the landing of this aircraft is now raising issues of national security.
The technology has obviously outrun our security perimeter.
It is shocking, but, you know, what do? I don't know. You shoot it down when it's coming in. It's a pretty tough question, I guess.
Hughes took off from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. That's about 80 miles northwest of Washington, D.C. His trip took about an hour. Now the question is, who was responsible for allowing him to land his aircraft just a few hundred yards from the Capitol building without responding?
Department of Homeland Security, they have the primary responsibility for countering acts of terror. While this guy did not conduct an act of terror, a suicide bomber on a gyrocopter would have been a great headline for Al-Qaeda or ISIS.
Reports say the embattled Secret Service under Homeland Security interviewed Hughes a little over a year ago at his Florida house and did not pose him to be a threat. Capitol Police, the FAA, and lawmakers are also investigating.
I would not be surprised if you see some other plots coming out of this down the road. Not immediately, but a couple years when people start getting lazy again.
Hughes claimed he had no violent intent and has been likened to a little P.T. Barnum and a little Paul Revere. But his implausible flight has raised too many post-9/11 red flags at the nation's capital.
Anytime that you have anybody coming in under radar is a concern.
Now, Hughes readily admits he knew he may be shot out of the sky at any time, especially when approaching Washington, D.C. He said, quote, "No sane person would be doing what I'm doing." I'm Jeff Barnes reporting live from Capitol Hill. Back to you, Allison and Leon.